Hi everyone, thank you for watching today's episode of Learning with a Teacher. I want to thank you for some of you complimented me on my skin, see how good my skin look on my show, Sleeping with a Teacher. I'm 52 years old, but I do have makeup on, so I don't wake up like this. So if you want to hear more of my beauty secrets, this is the right channel. Please subscribe to my channel if you're concerned about gay issues and skincare issues, mature man issues. So today I want to talk to you about sunscreen. I remember when I was in my 20s, I only put on sunscreen when I go out on the beach or go outdoor. I put some on my face, on my shoulders. Maybe in my early 40s, I started to notice I have some like age spots or hyperpigmentation on my face. I started to like, oh my god, I did get some laser treatments, but it really didn't work. So now I put on sunscreen every day. Some people ask me, why do you put on sunscreen every day? In the morning, I spend a lot of time in my kitchen. There's lots of sun coming from the window, the reflection from the outside. Actually, in the sun, there are two different types of UV rays. One is UVA, one is UVB. UVB, you can think of as burn. So it's direct sunlight that causes burn your skin, and then skin cancer, yes, from UVB ray. But UVA is more tricky. UVA actually can through clouds, through windows, glasses. You want to put on sunscreen even though it's cloudy outside. So I put on sunscreen every day. When to apply, so every morning I wake up, I told you that I put on sunscreen over my face, my neck. And usually it says you need to reply every couple of hours, but we sit in the office, we're indoors, we don't go out that much. Is the morning sunscreen is enough for you throughout the day? During lunchtime, when I go out again, I will apply some sunscreen on, because during the noon time, the sun is the most intense. You do want to protect your skin that time, so I will reapply that. And then before I go home, if it's summertime, actually there are lots of reflection from the car window and stuff, so I will reapply again right before I go home. The whole body, especially the part that don't have clothes on. But usually, I have to be honest, I only put on sunscreen on my face, on my neck. The reason is when I go out, I have like a UV jacket with me. I put on sunglasses. Oh my god, sunglasses is so important. Not only to prevent you from like your eye area, which upper eyelid you cannot put on sunscreen. So sunglasses are really helpful, and sunglasses can also prevent you from getting cataract. So if you go out in Asia, lots of ladies they take umbrellas when it's sunny outside. Good idea. And usually I say on my face, I mean from the top of my hairline all the way down. I will just skip my eyelid area because this area is really tricky. If you put sunscreen here, it's going to run down to your eye, irritate you. So that you should avoid. But I thought before that you put on sunscreen, you should avoid eye area. So 1 year before, I only put on sunscreen like I skipped this area completely. But that is a mistake, because you can put on sunscreen under your eyelid, like right here, especially here. You get dark spots here very easily. So remember to put on sunscreen, especially here. My god, that is a very important area. So now I have lots of wrinkles in this area. I blame to the sun. I blame to my knowledge that not getting that I should put on sunscreen here. Very important. If you hear lots of cat meows now, I apologize. My cat is a little crazy. He's going through something, I don't know. He's running around crazy in the house. There are two main kinds of sunscreen on the market. One is called chemical sunscreen, the other one is mineral sunscreen. And they works a little different ways. Let me just explain very briefly. There are really enough information online that you can see. Most sunscreen you buy in the store, they're chemical sunscreen. If they don't say mineral, it's not mineral. Mineral sunscreen now is normally more expensive. So chemical sunscreen works in a way that your skin absorb it, and then you turn the sunlight into heat. to kind of help you to protect your skin. Whereas the mineral sunscreen, they kind of sit on top of your skin and form a reflective surface that to redirect sunlight. I personally prefer physical sunscreen because there are theories about chemical sunscreen that absorb to your bloodstream, it causes some damages and interfere with the hormone. But also study shows that you have to take a long time to affect. But just to be on the safe side, you know, and I prefer physical sunscreen. So also, people ask me, when you buy sunscreen, and what are you looking for? There are two numbers on the bottles that usually say. One is SPF, and the doctors recommend you have to get at least SPF 30, but usually I get SPF 50. The reason is that usually we don't put enough sunscreen on our face. So if you don't put thick enough, the sunscreen doesn't actually get to the number that's on the bottle. So just to be on the safe side, I prefer to buy SPF 50. And also another number you can look up is the PA number. The SPF 50, that means the UVB ray, how they protect you. But as I say, actually the damage of skin that create wrinkles and hyperpigmentation is the UVA ray. And that rating is on the PA. So this one has a PA 4 pluses. That is the strongest PA number you get. So now let me review with you some of the mineral sunscreen that I have. The first one is Neutrogena, the Zinc Face Dry Touch Sunscreen. Neutrogena usually make really good sunscreens, but this one I really don't like it. Some people don't like mineral sunscreen for a reason, because mineral sunscreen ingredients just two mainly. One is zinc oxide, one is titanium dioxide. These two actually is white paint. No matter how they make it, it's very white. And this Neutrogena one, it's just very sticky and very thick. Even you try to thin it out, it's still very white. Now I'm going to show you my favorite two mineral sunscreens. One is Kiehl's. This is the only mineral sunscreen that Kiehl's made. The other one is Australian Gold. This one you can see. Okay, it's my new favorite now. It's Australian Gold Mineral Lotion, non-greasy, antioxidant rich, UVA UVB protection, and it will resist water for 80 minutes. It's SPF 50. It doesn't have the PA rating, but in some countries they don't do PA ratings. They say broad spectrum. Broad spectrum means they help you to protect from UVA ray. Okay, so these two sunscreens are actually very similar. It works kind of like the tinted moisturizer that some people use. The Kiehl's one, you have to shake it up well. It's more liquidy. Let me show you. See how you can see. Okay, as you can see, it's pretty watery, and then when you spread it, it has a little tint of color to it. And then the Australian Gold, I'll show you. It's more. This one is more creamy. But these two dry down to a similar shade. Nice. You can put makeup over it, some powder. It works fine. So I like these two. And the difference is this one takes a little longer for it to dry down. The biggest difference is the price. This one in Taiwan is sold for $1,700. It's about like $55. It's really expensive, really pricey. And this one in the US, you can pay about $13 for it, but it doesn't sell in Taiwan. I got it from Taobao, a website from China, and I ordered it. I bought it about $20 or so, at 89 mil. So almost twice the size of this one, and then like half price. So this is a lot better deal. Okay, now with a closer up camera, I want to show you how much you should put on your sunscreen, because most people don't put enough, so you don't get enough protection. If you get SPF 50, but you put a very thin layer like this, okay, I'm using my favorite Australian Gold one. If you put on this SPF 50 and you put it really thin, you just don't get enough coverage. So I told you I'm put it under my eye. Okay, I can't really see very well with this camera. You need to pack on as much as you can. I'm not going to put on my whole face, but and to show you like how much I usually put on. And for some people, they will think this is not enough. Okay, but you can't really put on like too much, then you look like a crazy person. Okay, so after a few minutes, I'll come back to you. But you do need to put on this much though. The rule of the thumb is you put on as much as you can without looking like a crazy person. If it's too much, it's too much. Okay, I'll come back. When I was just drying this side of the Australian gold, I put on the Neutrogena on this side just for you to compare. Okay, so after 2 minutes exactly, and this side is already dry up, see? And the color is not as white as I put it on, so it looks really natural on my skin. I really like it. But on this side, Neutrogena, look how white it is. Can you really go out like this? Well, if I do a geisha, I can. And then it won't dry. Look. See? Like 2 minutes later, it's still like really Neutrogena on their website. People love it. Give it 5 stars. I really don't know. Maybe they're all geishas? Okay, these are the sunscreen I introduced to you today. I hope you enjoyed it. And in the future, I will show you how to apply sunscreen and also how to put sunscreen over your makeup. That's another trick I would like to share with you. Thanks for watching today's show. I hope to see you again. Let's learn from this wonderful world. Keep smiling. Bye bye.